Hi everyone, my name is Thoran Goodkind and I am a good and kind person that teaches chess, and yes, Goodkind is really my last name. I'm going to go ahead and play Beth Harmon at age 8 on chess.com, and I hope you enjoy watching me play. So here I go. I'm going to go do the challenge mode so I don't have to take back any moves. And here we go. I'm going to go ahead and move up this pawn 2 spaces. And I'm going to go ahead and do this to control the center. Since Beth only moved the pawn 1 space, I'm going to go ahead and move this pawn up 2 spaces to gain more space. And she moved up another pawn. She's playing very passively. I'm going to go ahead and move my knight out. And of course, I'm moving the knight toward the center. Okay, so she moved the queen there. I'm going to get aggressive, and I'm going to go ahead and move my pawn here to gain more space. Okay, so she moved this bishop here. This bishop is attacking this pawn, but it's not safe to take it because of my bishop. I'm going to go ahead and move my knight over here. And notice that I'm moving it toward the center. She moved this queen here. I don't really know what she's doing. She needs to really get her knights and the bishops out. She only got one bishop out, and she's not really controlling the center. So she needs to make better moves. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move my bishop here. Okay, and then she moved this pawn here, and it's really good to castle. So I'm going to go ahead and castle. And then she moved the knight over here. What I'm going to do right now is I want to gain more space. So I'm going to go ahead and move my pawn up 1 space to attack the knight. And then she moved it back. Okay. Again, it's really important to get the knights and the bishops out. Notice that I have not gotten this bishop out. So I'm going to go ahead and move it, and I'm going to go ahead and move it over here. And then she moved the knight there. I need to find a way to attack, and I think I found a way. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and move the knight over to e4, and the idea is I want to move the knight over to d6, because if that's the case, then the knight is attacking the king and the queen at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so she moved the queen over here, and it's my turn. And I'm just going to go ahead and move my queen. I'm going to go ahead and move the knight over to the square. And if you notice, the knight is attacking the king and also this pawn. This is a really good square for the knight. Okay, and then the king moves over here. It's really important to ask questions such as, can I safely capture a piece? This bishop, it can attack, I can capture the h7 pawn, but that's not safe because of this rook. This knight is attacking this pawn, and it's safe to take it, and that would be fantastic because if my knight did capture the pawn, then the knight is would be attacking the rook and this king at the same time. So that would be a really nice knight fork. Okay, so she moved the king over here, and again, what am I attacking? The knight is attacking the rook. I can safely take it, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. Okay, so she moved the pawn here, and it is my move, so that's great. And what I want to do right now is, I think there's a couple of things I can do. I'm going to go ahead and just move the knight back over here, so my knight is closer to the king, and that's where the king is. Okay, and she moved the, where did she go? Oh, she moved the bishop over here right now. I'm not really too sure what she's trying to do right now. So I really like where the D6 square is very, very weak, and I really like that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and check. Okay, and then the king goes here, so that's great. And this knight is really strong because it's controlling this square, also this square next to the king. And it would be a really good idea to threaten checkmate. I'm going to go ahead and move the knight over to g5, and the idea is I want to move the knight over to f7, so it will be checking the king, and that would also be checkmate. So I'm going to go ahead and go here. Okay, so she moved the knight over here, and what I'm going to do is I think it would be a really good idea to check. I think that would be fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and go and check. And then her only move is moving the king here. And of course, I want to continue to check and attack the king. I'm going to go ahead and move this bishop over here to check the king. And wow, this is going to be nice. Now I can take the knight. I can take it with the pawn, or I can also take it with the bishop too. Notice that both knights are protecting each other. And what I'm going to do to just be on the fancy side is I'm going to go ahead and take the knight with the pawn. And this should be checkmate. Yay! So you have to remember that you can, even though the pawn is the weakest piece on the board, you can still checkmate with the pawn. I hope you enjoyed watching me play, and if you like watching my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And just to let you know, I do upload a video every single Wednesday, so please come back next Wednesday. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.